Hello guys, so this is a question that came up on the 2016 Ad Math paper in the November series, and it's a typical question you might see in the Ad Math syllabus, so it's important to familiarize yourself with it. So although it may look a bit complicated at first, it's actually quite simple and you just need to do a little bit of rearranging. The first thing you want to do is notice that the form that they've given us is raised to a power, so there's no square root sign or brackets or any of that. So we want to first change this part over here because that's the only part that doesn't suit these conditions. So let's just expand the brackets first to get root of q to the power of 5 times r to the power of 5. And we know that the square root represents to the power of half. So this is just q to the power of 5 times r to the power of 5 raised to the power of half. Now we also know that when you raise a power to a power, you multiply the two powers together. So we get q to the power of 5 over 2 times r to the power of 5 over 2 as our result. And we can just substitute this back in to get p to the power of a third times q to the power of negative half times r to the power of 3 over 2 divided by q to the power of 5 over 2 times r to the power of 5 over 2 times p to the power of negative 2 over 3. Now, if we take a look at the way they want their answer to be written out, we have to write everything in the numerator because there's no fraction in that answer. And we also should take note that they want us to have integer values. So if we start to see something that doesn't nicely round out to an integer, then we know we've done something wrong. The way we can bring these values over here, which are in the denominator, to the numerator is by flipping the power signs. So where we have q to the power of 5 over 2, we can rewrite this as 1 over q to the power of negative 5 over 2. So knowing this, we can just change the sign that's on each denominator term in order to bring it to the numerator. So let's do just that. So we get p to the power of a third times q to the power of negative half times r to the power of 3 over 2 times q to the power of negative 5 over 2 times r to the power of negative 5 over 2 times p to the power of 2 over 3. Now all we have to do is collect like terms. So when you multiply two numbers that have the same base, the powers add up. So you get p to the power of a third plus 2 over 3. So that knocks off these two values times q to the power of negative half plus, well, actually we have to subtract because it's a negative power on the other side too. So get rid of those two times r to the power of 3 over 2 minus 5 over 2. And if we notice, this is exactly the form they want us to write it in. And if we simplify this down, we should get integers, which can verify our answer. So we get p to the power of 3 over 3, which is just 1, times q to the power of negative half minus 5 over 2 is negative 6 over 2, which is negative 3. And then r to the power of 3 over 2 minus 5 over 2 is negative 2 over 2, which is just negative 1. So this is our answer, where we get a is equal to 1, b is equal to negative 3, and c is equal to negative 1.